Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Smart Zoology. Who not subscribe? Please press bell button, subscribe it, like it and share it. Hello, welcome to back our classes. Today I will discuss about the non-chordates. Okay, non-chordates. I only focus about general characteristics of kingdom Protista. Okay, general characteristics of kingdom Protista. Now we will start. Okay. Kingdom Protista characters. These are unicellular and predominantly water dwelling. Most of them are aquatic. See here, these are all unicellular. Okay, means one cell. It have one cell, and most of them are aquatic animals. These are found in aquatic, and these are eukaryotic. Okay, these are eukaryotic. Chloroplast and cell wall is present in photosynthetic protist. Here cell wall is present and it also have chloroplast. Why we need chloroplast means this is helpful for the photosynthesis in plants as well as in protista also. Okay, it give color to the protista. Next, reproduction is by synegamy, like nothing but asexual. What is mean by synegamy? See here, it is the complete fission of two sex cells or gametes resulting in the form of zygote. Okay, zygote will be formed successfully. Next, subkingdom Protozoa. Characters. These are microscopic, solitary or colonial. See here, these are the microscopic organisms. Without microscope we can't see. Okay, and solitary means these are live in single. Otherwise these are live in colonial, like nothing but group. Okay, these are protoplastic grade of organization. Here we see the protoplastic grade or development. Next, body is covered by pencil and some are covered with shell. Okay, this body is covered by the layer that we call as the pencil. Okay, again some are also have covered with hard cell that we call as the hard layer that we call as the shell. Okay, and cytoplasm is divided into ectoplasm and endoplasm. Cytoplasm we divide into two types, that is ectoplasm and endoplasm. Ecto means outside, outer. Okay, endo means inner. Next, locomotion is Spidopodium, cilia, flagella or non. See here, locomotion organ in this kingdom, in this class, that is Spidopodia. Spidopodia nothing but false feet. Okay, we see in the amoeba. It is helpful for the feeding purpose and movement. Next, cilia. Cilia we see in the paramecium and flagella we see in the euglena. These are present, otherwise absent. Okay. Next, tissue and organs are absent. Here tissue and organs are absent. Why? Because these are primitive stage, primitive organs, primitive organisms. So these are absent. Next, not well developed. Okay. Nutrition is by Holozoic, Holophytic, Saprozoic, Parasitic and Mixotropic. Here nutrition is Holozoic. What is meant by Holozoic here? Think it. Okay, I will say. Feeding on solid food particles in the manner of most animals. Okay, these some animals or organisms to feed solid particles, solid food particles. Okay, this type of the animals we call as the Holozoic. Next, holophytic. What is meant by holophytic? See here, it is able to synthesize the complex organic compounds by photosynthesis. Okay, here able to synthesize complex organic compounds by the photosynthesis. Okay. Next, saprozoic. These are feeding on dead organic matter. Okay. like animals or plants. Both are come here. Next, parasitic. Parasitic means these are the organism to spread diseases. That we call as the parasitic and mesotropic. Next, they are uninucleated, binucleated, and multinucleated. See, these are the uninucleated means maybe one nuclei, otherwise two nuclei, or multi means more. Okay. Respiration is by diffusion. Respiration we see in the body cell, otherwise body surface. Okay. And digestion is intracellular. We see in the intracellular. Next, for examples, we given here amoeba, paramecium, euglena, spidopodium, and volvox. These are all examples. Okay. Next, phylum Sarcomastigophora. Okay. Locomotory structures are present here, either in the form of flagella and spidopodia or both. See here, locomotory organ structures are present. Maybe flagella. Flagella is thread-like structure, and spidopodia. Both are present. Okay. Nucleus is usually single type. Here, nucleus, single type nucleus or uninucleus we see. Next, non spore no spore formation. Here we can't see the spore formation. Next, sexual reproduction when present is through synagamy. Here sexual reproduction by through synagamy. Next, class Mastigophora. Okay, and either solitary or colonial. Here these are the solitary, like single. These are live in single, otherwise group. Okay. Next, presence of one or more flagella. Here we see the one or more flagellas. And nutrition may be either phototropic or heterotropic or both. Here nutrition may be phototropic. What is meant by phototropic? You know? Yes. And heterotropic means cannot make their own food, so they must be eat or observe another organisms. So we call as a heterotropic, and maybe it will be both. Sexual reproduction is uncommon here. Okay, next, class Phytomastigophora. Okay, presence of one or two flagella. Here also we see the one or two flagellas, and most members are free living, and certain forms exhibit sexual reproduction. Here almost all these class organisms free living, and the reproduction by help of the sexual reproduction. And next, chlorophyll bearing chromatophore present. Okay, here chlorophyll is present in this chromatophore. Chromatophore is helpful for the photosynthesis process, and it will give color to the whole body. Okay, maybe green color. It is present in plant also. Next, order Euglenida. Okay, one or two flagella arrive from an anterior reservoirs. We see one or two flagellas in part of anterior portion. Okay, and chromatophores are green, and their shapes may vary. Here I already told that, already say, and chromatophores are given green color. Okay, and their shapes may be various, like oval, spherical, or anything. Okay, next, food reservoirs are present as paramylum. Okay, paramylum is the one of the carbohydrate. Okay, it is similar to the starch. The chloroplast found in Euglena. This is one of the chloroplast found in Euglena. Next, see, this is a Euglena image. Okay, here flagella is there. Okay, cytostome and large contractile vacuole. Okay, and these are the chloroplast, and these lines that we call as the pellicle and innermost layer that we call as the endoplasm, and outermost layer we call as the ectoplasm. Here middle nucleus is there. Okay, now Euglena classification. See here: kingdom Protista, subphylum Protozoa, class Mastigophora, and order Euglenida, genus Euglena. Okay, see here one by one characters. Euglena found in freshwater ponds, ditches, lakes, and slow running streams, which are rich in organic matter. Cerium Euglena we found in freshwater ponds. These are the freshwater animals, and ditches means canals, okay, and lakes. And where we seen slow running waters, in there also we seen ice stream also. These are how rich organic matter. Okay, it is a microscopic organism measuring about 50 to 100 micron in length. These are the microscopic animals or organisms. We measure by help of the some instrument we measure in microns. Okay, like 50 to 100 micron in length. Okay, next, body is elongated and spindle shape. Here this body is elongated or spindle shape, oftenly covered by pellicle. Throughout the body will cover with lines that we call as the pellicle. Next, anterior end of the body bears a small funnel like structures called cytostome. See here, in anterior end we see in the funnel like structure, small funnel like structure. In that structure we call as the cytostome. See in this picture. See here, I will zoom. Okay, this funnel like structure. Okay, this we call as the cytostome. Next, okay, anterior end is rounded and or blunt. The middle part is somewhat wider and posterior end is pointed. See here, we already know about that. Anterior part or anterior end will be rounded or blunt. Okay, and middle part, here in this middle part will be wider and posterior end will be pointed. See here in this picture, this is the round shape anterior end, and middle part we see in the wider and posterior end will be pointed. Okay, next, cytostome is differentiated into outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. We already know about that. Cytoplasm will divide into two types, that is outer layer we call as the ectoderm and inner layer we call as the endoderm. The simple whip-like flagellum arises from the base of reservoirs. See here, we see in whip-like flagella. Whip-like means these are the like leathers, leather-like we see here, and these are formed in the bases of reservoirs. Okay, nutrition is holophytic. Okay, holophytic means we already know about that. Like these are able to synthesize complex organic matters or compounds by the photosynthesis. And autotrophic means, for example, we given here plants. Why? Because these are they prepare their own food. Okay, so these are called autotrophic. And reproduction is asexual by longitudinal binary fission. What is meant by here binary fission? See here, asexual reproduction by a separation of the body into two new bodies. Here, the reproduction by asexual. Okay, we already know about that here. And by asexual, a separation of the body into two new bodies. Okay, next, class Sarcodina. Okay, body mostly amoeboid without definite pellicle with a skeleton of some kind. See here, The body is amoeboid. Amoeboid nothing but these not have any definite shape, and pellicle also absent, and skeleton also we can't see. Why? Because these are the microscopic organisms. And locomotion by speedopodium. Speedopodium we see main in the amoeba. Okay, this is false feet. Next, nutrition is holozoic or saprozoic. Next. Okay. Next class, Rhizopodia. Speedopodia has lobopodia, philopodia or reticulopod without axial filaments. Here we see Speedopodia has maybe primitive leg. Okay, lobopodia means primitive limb or leg. We can see. And philopodia means these are the thin cell and dynamic cell extension comprising tight bundles. These have tight bundles of the long actin. Actin is a like compound actin filaments covered with the cell membrane. Next are reticulopod or reticulopodia. A form of speedopodium having network threads. Here we having network threads. Okay. Next, nutrition is phagotropic. Here nutrition may be phagotropic. What is mean by phagotropic means the feeding by engulfing a food cell, okay, or particle and ingesting it in a phagocytic vacuole in the manner of some flagella. When we engulf the food, that will be ingesting takes place in the phagocytic vacuole in the manner of the some flagellum, okay, or flagellate. Next, order Amoeboida. Order Amoeboida. Body amoeboid, neck without skeleton. Here these not have definite shape and without skeleton we see. Skeleton is absent. Next, uninucleated and without any crossing. Here uninucleated, it is uninucleated, only one nuclei is present and without any crossing, any material we can't see, any particles or any parts. Next, majority are free living and many are parasitic. Here almost all these are live in free living, okay, and these are parasitic. These also spread these diseases. Okay, next, see here amoeba proteus. Okay, amoeba proteus. Classification: kingdom Protista, subphylum Protozoa, class Rhizopodia, order Amoebida, and genus Amoeba, species Proteus. Okay, this is diagrammatic representation or picture of the Amoeba Proteus. Okay, see here, these are all parts. Next, characters. It is commonly found in mud, in freshwater ditches and streams, and also spring pools. These found in freshwater ditches, mud, okay, and stream. These are free freshwater livings, okay, commonly, and free living water, free living, and also spring pools. We also see in the pools. It is a microscopic organism measuring from to 1 mm. It is microscopic. We already know about that. We measure from the 1 millimeter mm. And body is covered externally by a very thin, relevant, tough, elastic, and semi-permeable to the protoplasm. Okay, protoplasm called as the plasma lemma. See here, the body is covered externally by very thin layer. Body is throughout the body covered with the very thin layer, and it will be tough and also elastic and also semi-permeable. This layer we call as the plasma lemma. Okay, cytoplasm is differentiated into outer ectoderm, inner endoderm. We see outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. And single small spherical vacuole number of food vacuoles are present in endoplasm and it is uninucleated. Here single and small spherical vacuoles, number of vacuoles we see here. Okay, see here. These are the vacuoles, food vacuoles present. Okay, present in the endoplasm, and these have uninucleated, only one nuclei we seen. Locomotion is by means of the speedopodia. Locomotion we seen in the speedopodia. It is false feet. It is helpful for the movement as well as feeding in the amoeba. And nutrition is holozoic. Reproduction is by binary fission and or multi-fission. Okay. Next, here superclass Opollinata. Characters: entire body covered by cilia like a flagella. Nuclei: two or many monomorphic. And reproduction by binary fission or by synagamy. Here, entire body covered with the cilia or like flagella. Small thread-like structures we see here. And nuclei: two or many or monomorphic. Here we see number of the nuclei, and reproduction is binary fission or syngapic or sexual. Next, order Opalinidae. Presence of cilium like organelles in oblique rows over entire body surface. Here we see the cilia formation throughout the body, as well as these have rows like entire body surface. Okay, next, cytostome is absent. More than one nucleus of some types. Okay, here cytoplasm is absent and nucleus may be more than one. Okay, next, always live in association. These are always live in the like association means group. Next, Opalina. This is a diagrammatic representation of the Opalina. The outermost we see thread-like structures. These are cilia, and outermost layer that we call as the ectoplasm, and number of the nucleus are there here. See, okay, and small pointed like structures or stains like structures that we call as the ovate granules, and innermost layer we call as the endoplasm, and these rows we call as the pellicles, and lines of the cilia see here. Okay, now classification: kingdom Animalia and phylum Protozoa, class Ciliata, superclass Opallinata. Okay, next, characteristics. See here, characteristics. Opalina. It is found as an endoparasite in the rectum of frog and toads. Okay, these we found in endoparasite. This is also one of the parasite. It will be spread diseases one organism to the organism. Commonly we seen in the rectum. This is part of the our digestive system in locomotion, and in rectum we seen of the amoeba, sorry, what amphibians like frog and toads. We see in the frog and toads, rectum of the frog and toads. Next, body is typical with longitudinal rows of cilia of equal size. Here we see the longitudinal rows, okay, and also cilia in equal sizes. Next, shape of the body is oval and flat, that is dorsoventrally flattened. Here, shape of the body is oval or flat. See here, this is oval and flat. Okay, Next, dorsoventrally flattened. Okay. Next, it is multinucleated without cytostome. Okay, and cytopharynx and contractile vacuoles. Here, contractile vacuoles, cytostome, cytopharynx, these are absent. Okay. Next, reproduction is asexual by longitudinal binary fission, and sometime bisexual by anisogamy. Also we see in here. Anisogamy means, what is mean by anisogamy? See here, the sexual reproduction by the fission of dissimilar gametes or differ in the sizes formation. These here seen gametes maybe differ in sizes or shapes or forms. Okay, next, subphylum Coleopoda. See here, cilia or sucking tentacles throughout or at certain stages. Here we see the cilia or sucking tentacles. Tentacles means arms. Okay. For example, we give one like hydrilla. Okay. In there, tentacles are there, and also octopus. Okay. Next, nuclei of two kinds. Here, two kinds of the nuclei we see. Next, class Ciliata. Characters: free living forms with cilia or ciliated organelle, at least in some part of life cycle. See here, these are free living form with the cilia. Cilia also present and ciliated organelles also we see some parts. This is helpful for the life cycle process throughout the life cycle. And subpellicular ciliature always present even during the absence of cilium. Here subpellicles, pellicular or infra ciliature we seen here always. These are present, and sometimes these absence of the cilium. Okay, nutrition is heterotropic. Okay, next, subclass Holotrichia. Classes, subclass Holotrichia. Character: ciliature on the surface is uniform and simple. Here, ciliature on the surface is uniform. Okay, and simple. These are simple like. Next, buccal ciliature present in a few cases. We see ciliature in buccal formation, in buccal part. Next, order Hymenostomatidae. Order Hymenostomatidae. Like characters, small sized forms. These are the small size, and uniform body ciliature. We see in the cilia formation, and buccal cavity is central, and presence of one undulating member on the right. See here, buccal cavity is center. It will be located in the center, and presence of one undulating member on the right. We seen in the right side undulating member. Okay. Next, three membranels on the left. Three membranels we seen in the left side. See here, paramecium. This is diagrammatic representation of the paramecium. See here, classification: kingdom Animalia, phylum Protozoa, subphylum Coleophora, and class Ciliata, order Hymenostomatidae. Okay, and genus Paramecium. Next, now we see characters. Paramecium is commonly known as slipper animalculae. Okay, this is seen in slipper-like structure. See here, slipper-like structure body. Okay, so we call as a slipper animalcule. Okay, and it is a microscopic elongated organism found in freshwater ponds, pools, ditches, streams, rivers, etc. See here, these are the microscopic organism. Without microscope we can't see, and elongated organism found in freshwater. Okay, like reservoirs, like ponds, pools, ditches, like canals. Okay, streams, rivers. In these areas we seen in the paramecium. Next, the body is elongated, blunt and rounded at the anterior end and somewhat pointed at the posterior end. Here, the round shape or blunt shape we seen in the anterior portion, and posterior portion pointed end. Okay, next, body is covered by pellicle. Here, throughout body is covered by pellicles, small line like structures, rows like structures we seen here. And next, the cilia covers the entire animal. Cilia covers the entire animal. See here, the outer layer fully covered with cilia, thread-like structures. Okay. Next, the endoplasm contains two nuclei, one large ovate macronucleus and the other small micronucleus. See here, in endoplasm contains two main nuclei. Here one will be larger, that we call as the macronucleus. Okay, and another one will be smaller, that we call as the micronucleus. Okay, and the two contractile vacuoles, and one anterior and other at the posterior with radiating canals. See here, two contractile vacuoles are there. See in this picture, two contractile vacuoles. See here, posterior and anterior. Okay, one in the near to posterior canal, near to the radial canals, and anterior end will be within the near to food vacuoles. Next, see here, the ectoplasm contains the basal granules of the cilia. Here, ectoplasm contains many granules, that is basal granules of the cilia. Okay, now oral groove or peristome and cytopharynx present. Here, oral groove also present, as well as cytopharynx also present. Next, reproduction is both by sexual and asexual method. In this paramecium we see reproduction by sexual and asexual. Okay, I hope you understand this video. Please subscribe. Any queries means you comment in comment box, I will reply. Thank you.